Hello you beautiful people. So this video is a highlight reel from my last stream of me taking some of the pictures that you can find on my Instagram page. My challenge for this stream was to get used to the Photomode's lights as well as working with the global lighting to improve my photography. I still have a lot to learn, but I'll show you some of the shots that I took.
Now this is where you can do some disturbing lighting. So let's zoom, well let's not zoom out actually. Let's go back to that. Oh god, he looks like a zombie, doesn't he? Wow. Just need to zoom, well I cannot zoom in any more than that, so we will do it the old school field of view way. I really want to focus on his horror expression right now. So, light 1, powered on. Let's rotate. Oh, let's orbit it. We do need to raise it slightly. Let's carry on orbiting. A little bit more light than that, but I'm going to compensate with another light. Let's see what we can do here. I'm going to keep it just around the collar actually. That's too far. About there. That I'm happy with. So that's quite a good light. Intensity I'm just going to keep it at 50. Spread. Yeah, keep it around there. I'm quite happy with that. Softness. Let's keep this at 50 as well and do the other lights before deciding that sort of thing. Oh. Well, that's doing its own thing. So let's rotate that round. Well, that's a very intense light. So I'm going to increase its distance, soften it. Ah, that gives me a better idea of its position. I want it just on the eyes, is where I'm aiming for with this. Get it to play how I want to, which is the whole purpose of this stream. I mean, as I said at the start, I am not very good at this. I find the controls are really good. His controller, not so much. Higher, I want it at the eyes. Yeah, the cone doesn't make sense to me at all. So it's a really small spread, massive thing, and I want it facing there really. But when I come back, it just doesn't seem to do what I want it to do. But there's a little bit of glint in his eye then. See, if I could slow this down, and there's possibly something in the overall game settings that would help with this. Okay, so intensity massively reduced. So I just want a little bit in the eye. Is there a... What I'm looking for is to see if there was anything that would allow a precision mode, so just to slow down the analog stick more than anything else. Possibly not. Because I like the single thing, but it was just his eyes were a little bit dead. Let's orbit it. If I can get it to go up a little bit more. Okay, we're going to go right forward. What the hell is this thing? So it's directly above, so that's the wrong direction. Rotation, up, orbit round. Let's say just a little bit in that eye. About there. Cannot drop the intensity, cannot reduce the spread. I could probably increase the spread, see what happens. No, that's too much. Yes, doing some very strange effects there. So again, I'm going to keep it as a massive distance. Come on now. That, orbit it round this way. That doesn't work. Ah, it's very analog, that. Definitely all or nothing. So if I go back to nothing, increase the spread. Luminosity I'm going to drop quite a bit. Didn't realise that would help so much. That really does help. Wow. Okay. I have learned something new. That is good. So I rather like that. And now we've got the third light to play with. And this one just wants some very soft light on the jacket more than anything else. I'm just going to hide the thing so you can see where I'm at the moment. So it's just bringing a little bit to the background more than anything else. So let's have a little rotation just so you can see its effect. About there. Now I'm going to adjust the first one. I'm going to experiment with softness first. Again, luminosity, going to drop that. Just until it feels natural. Let's have a look at the brightness. Because this is that black background thing that you can do. I mean, generally you can crank up the contrast as well to get what you're looking for. But this is the sort of idea I wanted. I wanted a good side light. I mean, if you saw my film Noir, you can see why. But I wanted little glints in the eyes as well, just to put a bit of life into there. And then just have a black background just to give it that bit of punch. Oh, I feel like a plonker for pressing that button. About there, I think. That is the first picture. Now this is a great picture to take. I just really like, I mean, I'm a sucker for Art Deco for a start, which I believe that style to be. And let me see now. Bring that in. Have that on the third. Now again, this is quite a flat light. I don't feel like I need to do anything with it, so I'm just going to... And for anyone who's just joined and wondering why I do this, it's much easier to work with light if you don't have any colour in it, because then you can see your highlights, your shadows, and the general contrast levels in between it. So it makes it much easier to fix any issues you've got with your lighting, and then you can start working on the colours. And yes, I will be post-editing this and so on, but no harm giving myself a bit of a head start. And as I mentioned in the title, I'm experimenting with lights. So again, oh, do I need to cast shadows? No, I don't think I want to. Not in this scenario. Well, bring the distance in so I can at least find where this thing is. Messed up a little bit there. So let's rotate that round. I'm going to imagine the sun is about there. So that works fairly well. Softness. To reduce the spread slightly. About there. And it was just simply because his face was a little flat. Now let's get rid of this grid as well. Let's bring the colour back. So I rather like that, but let's do him some justice. Because he is a tanned man. And I'm just waiting till it feels or looks natural. And for me, that does. So I'm going to hide the menu, have a look. Just the depth of field and only the intensity. And then what I'm looking at is the bus station in the background. So that is a very easy to read sign. So I'm just looking at putting a little bit of bokeh on it. I don't need a great deal simply because it's very clear that Joel is the main subject. I just love his expression there. I like how the light's on him. I will possibly fine-tune the lighting in this in post-editing using the S-curves, because things like your contrast, your shadows, your highlights, the basic controls are it's like using a hammer and chisel to get the shape of the sculpture that you want, and then you use the S-curve to sort of like your sandpaper more than anything else, where you get it all smooth and the finished result. So as a starting point, I'm really happy with that. Main thing about photography is experimenting. You know, it's not about fluking or anything like that. It's just you don't know, you can't improve until you do something different. You know, all of the best inventions...
Yes, thank God for coffee. I'm not too bad, the week was okay.
Ah, that's good to hear, man. It really is. Let's go a bit higher if I can. Cannot. That's as high as I can go. By the way, it's the weekend. We have made it through. It is good. I will edit this video hopefully Saturday. I was really stunned I got the last one done by Saturday as well. Everything just worked, so I was really happy with that. I think I really like the isolation of this. Maybe not go through a wall, but first for the hollow, to really emphasize that. I can't go any more than there. I wonder if I can do the upper third and just drop it slightly. No, that ruins it. So about there. Okay, so next thing I want to do is to use depth of field to isolate her further. About there. Increase the intensity. Alright, let's get this right. And actually a very good technique to use is to blur it and see what stands out the most in an image. And she's the most saturated thing there. You've got a bright light behind her, so you know that's going to attract your attention. So either way, we've got that on her. We've got a good... I'll move that further actually. About there, because I want some of the foreground to be blurred as well. As I say, it just gives her that isolation. So now, just need to make sure it is in exactly the right angle to pick up on that 1,000-mile stare that she's got going at the moment. And I know I could just put a blue filter on to give that cold look, but I just feel that that's quite an important thing. I mean, her body language is all down, her chin's down as well, so there's all defensive positions that adds to the story.
Hello, young man.
Oh my days, how are we doing, Murphy? I hope you're keeping well. It's kind of cool. So Ellie's expression seems to stay the same. Joel's is quite it fluctuates a lot, but he has a brief moment where he's softened slightly and he's just finding that pattern. So about there. In fact, don't even believe I need to mess with that too much. Pardon me. Maybe drop down a touch. Having a really strong crop. Ellie on the third. And that's the thing is, with modern technology, you know, we're not reliant on film, for example, so I can take as many pictures as I want to get the right one. There's no harm in experimenting. As I say, I was quite happy with that softness in his eyes. And what I'm doing is just framing Ellie just there slightly. See how that works. Which it kind of does. So where is that light? It's on his hand, right there.
Hello, sir.
Hey, Ainley, how are we doing, my man? I hope you're keeping well. Happy New Year to you. Trying.
I'm fine. Who?
Yeah, well, I was struggling a little bit because I went back to the gym for the first
Happy
time
New
in
Year to you
ages.
too, D.
Thank you, mate. But you know, I am much better now. I really am. I mean, I still ache a little bit because I hadn't been to the gym for about a month. But apart from that, yeah, doing really well, thank you, mate. Really happy with that light. Going to go right into quite a portrait shot, maybe. And just a touch above his
Haven't been
head.
to gym for a long time myself. Don't have time with all the school.
That's fair enough. I mean, I had a very, very good reason not to go. It's just I was ill. And I think that it was a very bad idea. After being ill, it was Christmas. So I have no excuse on that one. I just didn't want to go because it was Christmas. And so I finally went back on Tuesday. And oh my days, did I ache on Thursday. Like top of the hamstrings, stuff like that, because it was leg day. And now top of my chest aches, my back aches and stuff, but it just shows me that I did it all right. Muscle memory was working really well. Let's just get rid of this a second. I want to just check the light. No, I think this is the fine-tuning sort of settings of lighting that I'll need to do in post-editing. I can't do anything here. Really liked how his eyes were there. You know, let's bring a bit of colour back. And it's quite interesting that his bow is actually acting as a bit of a frame for this picture.
Thank you for watching till the end. It really helps my channel. If this video was too short, I stream every Friday 8 PM British time, and I add them to my past streams playlist so you can catch up. If you actually want to learn about photography and photo modes, I've put some links in the description for you to check out. So have a great week, and remember, we say goodbye so we can say hello again. Goodbye.